Throughout this semester, I learned so much about myself, my creative process, and just different knowledge that I can carry with me throughout the rest of my life. I learned a lot about my creative process. I'm someone that wants to plan everything out, but sometimes you just can't. You need to go out, do your research, get your material, and then build off of the stuff that you have there. You can't have high expectations and hopes for how a project's going to turn out. You need to use the material you have and then build off of that. Also, I learned that I love writing things out. When I started writing things out, writing what steps I wanted to take, what I wanted to do when and where, and then how I wanted to collect everything that I had and then put it together in a final project. It really helped me. My projects were faster, neater, and way more organized. Another thing I learned was how to use the rule of thirds, which I think helped with a lot of my projects when I had to take pictures. I learned that using Ken burns is a big no-no. Also, I loved how I learned how to capture moments and memories within one frame of a picture. And I loved the Faces and Places project. This is one of my favorite photos. I also really enjoyed the neighborhood project too, because I got to see the beauty in a place that I take for granted every single day. Second, I love doing mixed concussion project because I got to focus on a serious problem amongst college athletes and share a story that hit home to me. Third, I loved the Harambe project, and even though it didn't go the way I wanted, it made me and my dad get closer, and that's something I'll never take for granted. And lastly, you can't forget about the memes. This is one of my favorite parts of the semester. Overall, I'm really happy I took this class because I enjoyed it. I learned how to use things like iMovie and Blogger and Adobe Spark, things that I had zero knowledge of before I took it. I often found myself wondering, how does Mass Comm relate to political science and global studies? And how can I use the skills that I learned here in those classes? And honestly, the biggest takeaway I have from this is my creative process, because I can use my creative process when I write research papers, when I collect data, when I run statistical analysis, different things like that. And lastly, I'm really happy I took this class because I got to meet you, Dr. Corrali. And even though I'm not taking any class with you next semester, don't worry, I will still come and bug you in your office hours, just like I do now.